Washington Senior High School and Yellow Springs High School. The officials assigned to this game have met all requirements set forth by the Ohio High School Athletic Association.
It's Fayette County Sports, presented in part by the Fayette County Early Learning Center, Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Great Oaks Career Campuses, Kirk's Furniture, Liella Lanes and Amore Pizzeria, ProMedica Heartland Hospice, M&M Horsehair and M&M Fasteners, The Summers Funeral Home, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. Thank you for watching Fayette County Sports on WCHC TV.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Peyton Horton. Number 13, Lily Kibblewhite. Number 19, Nevaeh Smith. Number 15, senior Autumn Sorensen.
Good evening, everyone. Along with Dave Woolever, this is Randy Young. I know Center and Print that we're having problems. We might not get on the air. David fixed it. Good job, bud. So hopefully we'll keep our fingers crossed and we'll be able to stay on the air as we're broadcasting girls soccer action. Tonight it will be the Yellow Springs Bulldogs coming into the contest with a record of 7 wins and 7 losses and a member of the Metro Buckeye Conference against the Washington Courthouse Lady Lions, who come into the contest with a record of 2 wins, 13 losses, and 1 tie. And they'll be under first-year head coach Brandon Ellers. Yellow Springs will be under head coach Jonina Kelly. Yellow Springs is a Division III school. Of course, Washington Courthouse will be Division II. We'll take a quick break here, and then when we come back, we should be about ready to get started. Stay with us right here on WCHC.
Number 3, Allison Lotz.
I've taken a lot of shots in my career. At Ohio State, in the shots just for myself. I took them for my team. When it came to taking the COVID shot, I did it for the same reason, for my family, my friends, and my community. Because we are a team. I took my shot.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice in auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
Well, our game is just underway as Yellow Springs will kick first. They will be in the white jerseys while the Blue Lions will be in the blue. Dave and I will be doing the best we can to We're at the press box facility near the baseball field. This is probably the best high spot that we could decide on to get action. So Dave's doing camera and production, so you have to kind of bear with us if we're running a little behind here this afternoon, but we'll do the best we can do as far as coverage. We'll get the girls' names out as we go along. Peyton Horton, number 18 for Yellow Springs, kicks it down to the left wing, kicked out of bounds by Washington Courthouse's Allison Lotz, who's one of the younger underclassmen for the Blue Lion team under first-year head coach Brandon Ellers. Again, the team has won 2 games, but in the past they've either won none or one, so they have made some improvement this year with basically a very young team, only 3 seniors, and 14 of the 19 players are underclassmen. So as you can see, he's got some youth to work with over the next couple years. Ball's kicked down to this far, right in front of us. With the ball will be McQuillan, kicks, and stepping out and getting the ball will be Lily Kimmelwhite, who's a very good goalie. She is tops in the Metro Buckeye Conference, in which Yellow Springs plays in. She leads the league with saves, with 111 saves. No one's even close to her. Unfortunately, she's also given up 46 goals, which is tops in the league as well. So they have had a lot of points scored against them. Out midfield, kick underway by Smith. Goes down now to the left side and coming up and kicking it out of bounds. And it will be the Lady Bulldogs ball down close to the corner as we are into the game just about 2.5 minutes. Again, we originally was scheduled to do Miami Trace and Courthouse girls back in September, but with sickness, staff members, we weren't able to do it. And, of course, this was the only date we had, and unfortunately, Miami Trace and Courthouse both play the same time. But Miami Trace does have that in-school Boxcast TV that they do the games, so we figured folks that want to follow them can watch that, and we do the Blue Lions game instead. That way both schools are getting covered on streaming tonight. Comes the Blue Lions coming down with the ball toward us. Little bump there at midfield. Ball's knocked loose out of the foot of Desney Snyder. Went over to Chambers. Now coming up and getting the kick away is Haley Sparks. Sparks now over to the right side, down toward the middle. Pressure being applied. Courthouse again. And now they kick it way down here to their side, or I should say on the Yellow Springs side, and it kicks out and goes out of bounds as they were trying to make the defensive stop there against Yellow Springs. Tentatively, we got starting lineup is Jordan Gray, Allison Lotz, Tyrena Kalman, also Kaylee Ellers, Katie Merritt, Lauren Joseph, Catherine McQuillan, Allison Chambers, Jordan McCain, Kaylee Scott, and Desney Snyder for the Blue Lions. Now, again, the Blue Lions on defense. And getting a foot on it will be Kalman around midfield. Battle down the right sideline now. And she tries to get the ball up. It's blocked. The only disadvantage we have here is where the band practices on the soccer field. It's hard to see between the slats. So you have to bear with me here for a second. Hopefully David's able to catch at least on the screen. I'm looking on our monitor here. It looks like he's able to at least get it. Meanwhile, Washington Courthouse trying to get something going here offensively. Now to the middle with it is Kaylee Scott. Double team. Now she'll come to the left side under heavy pressure by Navia Smith. Kicks it back out to the forefront. Good kick by McCain. Now ball's batted around, and coming up with it is number 5, Julia Capascio. Courthouse comes back with a steal. Chambers with the ball. stops, kicks, and that just goes to the right of it. And coming over and getting the save is Kimball White. So shot on goal. I have that unofficially as the first for Washington Courthouse in the game. We're at the 34-minute mark. Plus, quickly, Scott gets the steal again. Once again, Papazio with some pressure, trying to get the ball down. It hits Chambers. Does a be at the 30-55 mark. We'll take a quick break. Back with more action here on WCHC. Wondering what comes next after high school? At Laurel Oaks Career Campus, you can forge a successful career path. Start as a junior and graduate with opportunities in dental assistance, education, construction, healthcare, exercise science, and more. Earn a career certification and college credit. What comes next is up to you. Open up a world of possibilities and discover your greatness. Go to greatoaks.com to find out more. That's greatoaks.com. Well, we was away for about 40 seconds. Didn't miss anything as the ball's in the far end going back and forth a little bit as the teams are basically taking turns kicking the ball out of bounds, trying to set up on the defensive side. Yellow Springs will kick it out, and the Blue Lions will have the ball down at the far end. Toss in to Gray, battling for the ball, will be Grant for Yellow Springs. And in the backfield and kicking it out of bounds will be Mackenzie Horton. There's two Horton sisters. Mackenzie's number 2 for Yellow Springs. She is a senior. The other one is number 18. She is Peyton, and she is a sophomore. Battle in the back. Now across the timeline and knocked out of bounds. Good defense once again by the Blue Lions. Very, very aggressive. Tarina Kalman, a junior for the Blue Lions, and that one comes off her body and goes out of bounds once again. 40-minute halves. Halftime's around 10 minutes or so. Of course, at halftime, we will have the Kirk's Furniture New Holland halftime show, so be ready for that. We will be, of course, when we do that, we will be giving you the quick rundown of the first half and also a quick look at the upcoming soccer draw. But again, we're still far away from that as we're now at the 28-minute mark here in the first half of play. Again, we play 2 halves, 40 minutes apiece. And again, this is 11, well, I would say 11-man, but I want to be politically correct. It's 11-person soccer action here for the young ladies. Kelly Scott, one of the freshmen on the Blue Lions team, trying to keep things going. Ball is on the left sideline and kicked out of bounds. And I believe they said that came off the Blue Lions. And the Yellow Springs will take it out near close to their bench down at the far end. And Melena Buster, a freshman who is tied, she's tied for second in goals scored for the team, throws the ball in. Ball's batted around. Now to Capasio, and the ball's partially deflected, goes on a roll. It's a battle of who's going to get there first, Scott or also Peyton Harding. The ball's kicked and it goes out of bounds. So the ball will be right at just inside midfield. Blue Lions with the ball right in front of their fans. On the far right side, ball is deflected, and Yellow Springs on the offense. Coming down with it will be Autumn Sorensen, and we got a whistle by the trailing official, and looks like there might be some type of a penalty. I only see one official out there today. Am I correct? Yeah. Oh, there's another official down here, David said. He probably doesn't want to get on camera. That's why he's hiding. So the Blue Lions will get a free kick on their side of the field. Ball's knocked up in the air and battling, and finally and right in front of the net and coming up, and McQuillan tried to get a foot on it, and it's taken right back. Now it's stolen back by Courthouse, and now taken right back by Smith. Just kind of almost a back and go here between the two teams, exchanging passes with the ball. Quick kick down close to midfield. A battling going on between Lily Herzog, who is for second with goals at 7 for the Bulldogs, and forced out of bounds and by the Blue Lions, and Yellow Springs will take over. We're at about the 23-minute mark here in the first half of play. Free kick will be given to Yellow Springs after the violation. Blue Lions back on defense. There's the kick. High archer. And getting the header on it looks like Chambers. Ball is alive. Now Chambers got it. Here comes Alley on the break. 3-on-2. Courthouse. Alley now kicks it over to the right side, trying to set something up for her teammates. Quickly, Yellow Springs gets back on defense. Ball batted around. And there's the shot on the right side. No good. Comes back out now in front of the net. With the ball will be Snyder. Now back out front. Shot from about 25. And it's ball batted around. Good steal there. I believe that was Kalman. And now coming up with it was Ruggles, number 17. And has the ball taken. Now they go down to the other end of the field. And a little battle going on. And now Scott's got it. Kelly looking. And now coming from behind is Snyder. Snyder comes now to the left or right side of the field. Looking, trying to set it up a little bit. Now goes to Merritt. It's a little bit too long. Merritt couldn't get Alley couldn't get a foot on it. Ball's kicked up in the air. Good stop there by the Blue Lions. McQuillan using the upper body. Now here comes Courthouse again on the attack. Seems like we spend most of the game on this side toward us the entire first half of play. Oh, we got a little collision there. And let's see if the officials are going to say anything, as that one was between Buster and McQuillan. And they're going to give Yellow Springs a free kick, and it will go out of bounds. And we will take a break right now to let you hear from one of our great community supporters. You're watching Soccer Action, 18:20 left in the first half. No score, Yellow Springs and Washington Courthouse on WCHC.
With fruit and vegetables coming out of the garden, now's the time to come to Kirk's Furniture for your next General Electric major appliances. We have a complete full line of refrigerators, side-by-sides, bottom freezers, or the French door models, chest freezers or upright freezers available in all sizes. Stop by this week and see our complete selection of General Electric products. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland, your independent General Electric dealer since 1935. Free delivery and setup in our trading area. We service what we sell.
$17 and a half left here in the first half of play. Basically, as we mentioned during the last break we had, basically, ball just going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Yellow Springs trying to get the ball inbounds. Chambers with the defensive play. Now here comes Yellow Springs being a little bit aggressive. And coming out, is that Ellers or McCain's playing goalie? Ellers? Yeah, okay, Ellers is playing goalie. We're going to give her a save on that. She came out there and made the play. So coming up and kicking it out of bounds for the Bulldogs was Navia Smith. Ball batted around, and once again it is Chambers. Quillen, and partially blocked. Quillen again comes to the right side, trying to set something up. Leads to Cowman and goes in the corner. Ball batted around and goes out down the line. And again, coming out from behind, and that was Ruggles. It's both teams substituting freely. I don't blame them. It took me 4 minutes to get up the steps and about died. I hate to be out there on the field and run up and down for 40 minutes. That's why youth should be playing these sports. They're in much better shape. Okay, free kick from about 35 yards out. No good, goes to the left side. As again, it was Smith trying to get the 1 game earlier this season against Madison Plains. And Allie Chambers tied a school record. She had 6 goals in that contest. So this team shows it can score. We're under 14 minutes here in the first half. Battling going on around midfield. And goes out of bounds. Batted around. Kalman trying to put some pressure on. Now in the backfield. Blue Lions with it. Leads now. Comes back. And coming all the way. And I believe Gray got a foot on it. Kicked it out of bounds. Set up the defense. A check at it. Came off Yellow Springs. Again, I apologize because, like I say, part of my view is kind of blocked here a little bit. So as long as you can see it on the screen, that's really what matters. You'll know what's going on. And you can see it on the scoreboard. It's 2-0 Washington Courthouse with the lead. As we're under the 13-minute mark in a battle here in non-conference play. Now another save, that time by the goalie, Kibblewhite. She's got 3 saves, but she's given up 2 goals. Quick toss downfield, and once again, the Blue Lions got it. Lady Lions come down the left side. Battle being applied, and trying to save it is Snyder. Snyder tries to get it over to Scott. A little upset with herself. She couldn't bring it down, but Chambers backs her up. Ball batted back and forth. Pressure being applied to Burns, who's now in the game. Kick from about 15 yards, comes up short as Kibblewhite with an easy chance to come up and get it. And the ball is going to, just keeping it in was Herzog. Ball batted around. Coming up with it will be Horton. Horton now down to Cowan. Cowan to the left side and coming out, Ellers, and will pick it up just on the edge of the box in front of the goal. Quick kick down, and quickly Kibblewhite comes out just outside the square area right in front of the goal and gets it down, and Chambers with the steal. Boy, I'd like to see Allie get one on senior night, wouldn't you? Here she comes. She's got it set 5 feet out, and she's got it. Wishes do come true. Allie Chambers with a goal at 11:06 here in the first. Chambers picks up unofficially her 8th goal of the year, and at now 3-0. Boy, you see a game like this, and you're like, how the heck did they lose 13 games this year? They've played some tough competition. You look at some of the scores, I mean, except for 3 games that I can think of, they've been within 2. We're back here at Washington Courthouse as we're just a little over 8 minutes left here in the first half. Blue Lions with 3 big goals, all coming within a 4-minute span. It was Jordan Gray about a minute later, it was McQuillan, and then Courthouse with the lead as we're under the 8-minute mark. Don't forget at halftime, the Kirk's Furniture halftime show. And after the game, we'll be talking to Coach Ellers on our McDonald's post-game program, where we'll also be picking a star of the game. Everybody keeps scoring. It's going to really make it interesting, isn't it? That is, if you're Courthouse. With the ball and taken away from him was McCain. Here comes Yellow Springs on the offense, coming from behind. Nice steal there, McCain, and battling with Smith, and it's kicked out of bounds. So Yellow Springs will have the ball out of bounds. So we're just a little past the 6 o'clock hour. In case you're just tuning in, this is girls soccer action. Unfortunately, our only broadcast of soccer this season. We wanted to try to do both schools. It just did not work out. But so, again, we elected to go with Courthouse, as Miami Trace does have their AV department that does their games on Boxcast TV. So that way Panther fans can see those games. It's a doubleheader with Zane Trace. We'll try to have scores for you a little bit later on. Ball batted around, and coming up with it is Smith. Man, I've been calling her name practically all night for Yellow Springs. I don't know. Does anybody else even touch the ball? Oh, there we go. We've got somebody else now. It's Grant. Grant now leads to Herzog. Ball's knocked around. I believe that's Burns for Courthouse. Partially deflected, and now hit by Buster. As everyone's now basically saying, let's kick the can, or kick the ball. Neither team really kind of getting any offensive flow going. This one is a good lead kick returned by the Blue Lions. Now coming up about midfield is Bongorno with the steal. Courthouse, again, more aggressive. Now good lead kick there. Coming up, right side, give and go, Snyder. And that went to Lutz, and Allie couldn't quite get it to her. Ball's kicked. Lutz again with the steal. Again, over to Snyder. Snyder, ball's partially deflected. Now coming down with it, Gray. She's already got one goal tonight, and the ball's going to be kicked out of bounds by Yellow Springs. Well, we look at the sky. Looks like that rain has gone by. Knock on wood. Yeah, I'll knock on my head. Just get it over with. Everybody's looking at me, so I thought, well, I might as well go ahead and do it and get it over with. It's one of the advantages I like doing with David is these games. I'm not on camera all the time. I'm with Epifana doing McDonald's and Fayette Christian. He's got me on all the time. By the way, we will have some more action for Fayette Christian folks next week as well. There's a shot from the right side. Good save by the goalie, that being Kimball White. So she now has 4 saves but has given up 3 goals. She has a save percentage of around 72% this year, along with 4.5 shutouts. But to be honest with you, that went by the wayside a long time ago. There'll be no shutout for her today. Snyder, ball's up in the air. Chambers, he's got 1 to 3 goals for the Lady Lions. Now set up. Try to go over to the right side. Coming down with it. Made it under some pressure. Evie Wiseman. Shot up, no good. Evie's older sister, Cassie, played soccer, I believe, for the Lady Lions the last couple of years before graduating. So that's the thing. You do this long enough, you start knowing families and stuff. Of course, my thing is the parents of some of these kids, I did their games when they're in high school. That goes to show you how old I've been around here. I could call it experience. Yes, Mrs. Gibbs, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Very nice of you. Coming down to the right side, and it goes out of bounds. I keep saying I'm going to write a book or something one of these days about it, but I'm almost afraid that if I start, I was going to miss somebody. So I thought I'll just say about 200-300 parents that I've done in the years, kids. Somebody ever wants to do it, that's fine. Down by midfield, header there by Yellow Springs Orgino. And it rolls off of the blue lines, I believe, lots, yes. And the ball will be taken out at the side. We're just about 2.5 minutes away from this first half. Boy, you get some scores, it kind of goes quick, doesn't it? Halftime show with Kirk's Furniture coming up right after this half is over with. Ball stolen. Let's see if the Blue Lady Lions can get another goal before the half. Ball's kicked around. Grant for Yellow Springs. And some pressure. Triple team. Now Blue Lions with it. Back to Chambers. Top of the key. Now short kick to Gray is partially blocked. Chambers gets it back. We got a whistle by the official I haven't seen the entire broadcast, who's been hiding in the corner. David can see him. Mrs. Gibbs says she can see him, so we know there is a second official here. Free kick. Oh, bobbles the puck. Oh, Snyder followed that up. Oh, man. Man, she kind of got a little undercut, didn't she? That's dangerous play coming in there trying to get off the cream of the miss. Snyder came in strong. I thought she might have a chance to get the deflection. And coming out was Kibblewhite. And we're going to give her credit for a save on that one. But my goodness, Snyder took a little punishment on that attempt there. Ball's applied. Chambers again as the Blue Lions just continue. They have probably spent about 70% of this game down on this end of the court, the Blue Lions side. They've been so aggressive on offense. From the right side, another kick. Chambers gets it again. Yellow Springs blocks. Now there goes another kick, and that one's high. And, well, she was going for a field goal. McCain would have been a little bit off on the outside. We are under 1 minute left in the first half of play. It's 3-0. Washington Courthouse looking for win number 3, but they still got a half to go. Good kick by the lefty. Buster for Yellow Springs. Down the midfield, they're trying to lead Smith, who's trying to get a goal before the half ends. And the ball is batted around. I believe that's Burns, and that goes out of bounds. Of course, even though the scoreboard says 20 seconds, the officials may add time to it because of penalties or whatever. So that's why we'll kind of keep an eye on that. We understand, I believe there's 10-minute halftime, so our halftime will move pretty quick. There's the horn, and what's the officials going to do? Yep, they said it's done. So that's where we'll be done as well. It's halftime, and it's all Lady Lions. We'll be back in 90 seconds with the Kirk's Furniture halftime show. Our score at halftime, Washington Courthouse 3 and Yellow Spring Zip here on WCHC.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight.
Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leo Lanes.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leo Lanes and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leella Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
Do you have a warm heart and helpful hands? Make yourself at home as a member of our care team at Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. We are looking to grow our family of employees with dedicated STNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Contact us for more information or apply online today at courthousemanor.com or stcatherinescourthouse.com.
Gotten the COVID vaccine.
So have I.
I have too.
The sooner we're all vaccinated,
the sooner we can get back to normal.
I'm looking forward to going to live concerts,
sports events,
graduation,
going out with friends.
It's not about me.
It's not about me.
It's about protecting the people I care about.
To protect my community.
I just want to do my part.
Even though I'm young and healthy,
I know it's the right thing to do.
Take your shot. Protect your family and your friends.
Don't hesitate. Vaccinate.
A new way to healthcare is here. ProMedica Home Health, formerly Heartland Hospice, works on enriching lives one patient at a time. With office locations at 208 North Fayette Street, Washington Courthouse, and in Circleville, ProMedica provides care wherever our patients call home. Our services serve a 7-county Central Ohio area. As a local home health and hospice provider, ProMedica is ready to offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service for your healthcare needs. Contact them at 866-498-6456. That's 866-498-6456. ProMedica Home Health, Washington Courthouse and Circleville.
Now time for the Kirk's Furniture New Holland's halftime show, presented by Kirk's Furniture in New Holland. Now with new hours. Open Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings till 7 p.m., Tuesday, Friday, and Saturdays till 4 p.m., and of course, closed on Sundays. Well, our thanks to Bruce and Randy Kirk for sponsoring our halftime show this year. We haven't had a chance to have them on since the football game. They'll sponsor the halftime shows of soccer, football, and also basketball games this year, so you'll be hearing about them. All right, real quickly, 3-0 is your score at halftime. Washington Courthouse with the lead, looking for win number 3 of the season. We'll talk a little bit more about that in just a few moments. Real quickly, I want to take the halftime to catch you up a little bit about what's going on. First of all, tonight there's games going on as far as fall sports activities. Miami Trace is playing host a boys and girls varsity doubleheader soccer match out at Miami Trace. The girls started at 5 against St. Trace. That game may be close to being over with. Boys start at 7, and they're scheduled to be down at Greenfield McLean for a junior high football game. As we mentioned at the start, Jackson was supposed to come up here today to play a junior high football game, but that was canceled because of some bad weather that the Jackson folks were getting in. So that was canceled. I don't know if that's going to get made up or not. We'll just have to wait and see. Chillicothe's reserve and varsity volleyball teams down at Trimble tonight. Jackson's volleyball team's in action at Logan. Their middle school boys team is hosting Waverly. Of course, with the weather, who knows? That may have got canceled too. I don't know. McLean's soccer team is at Westfall. The girls started at 5:15, the boys at 7:15, and Hillsboro's 8th grade football team's at Chillicothe. Varsity boys team is playing host to Ironton St. Joe's. That starts at 5:30. So that is a look at the FAC schedule. Tournament draws was held on Sunday. Real quickly, mentioning how some of the area teams went. Division number 2, that's the main concern. It will start on next Tuesday, the 18th, when New Lexington will play Gallia Academy in the play-in game. And then the sectional finals will be held on Tuesday the 20th. The winner of that New Lexington Gallia Academy game will travel to number 1 seed Fairfield Union. Hey, you made the tournament. Congratulations. If you win, you get to take the number 1 team on. Anyway, that's the way it goes, right? Logan Elms at Hillsboro. Sheraton's at Uniota, and Waverly is at Warren Local. That's the top bracket. Bottom bracket, Washington Courthouse got the number 15 seed. They will travel number 2 seed Marietta. McLean's at Circleville. The winners of those games play in the district semifinals on the 24th. Fairfield is at number 3 seed Jackson, while Miami Trace is the 11th seed. Now they travel to 6th seed Athens, and the winner of those 2 games will play in the other district semifinals, also on the 24th. If Courthouse and Trace would get on a roll, they both would win 2 games. They would face each other in the district finals for a trip to the Sweet 16. Wouldn't that be sweet? That would be on the 27th. So we'll see what happens there. Chillicothe girls, by the way, they are Division I, so they play in the Central District. They will play host on the 19th to Newark, with the winner going to 10th seeded Bishop Watterson on the 22nd. Boys draw real quickly. Saturday, Circleville plays Sheraton. Winners come back on Monday the 17th, take on number 1 seed Athens. Hillsboro is 8th, Jackson's 9th, so they'll play at Hillsboro. Logan Elm plays Marietta. Warren Local takes on Fairfield Union. That's your top bracket. Bottom bracket, New Lexington and Gallia Academy. McLean and Zane Trace. Waverly and Uniota and Miami Trace will take on Albany Alexander. Of course, Washington Courthouse does not have a boys soccer program. So Miami Trace on the road to Albany Alexander on Monday the 17th. If they win, they are in the sectional finals on the 19th. Here at this game, it's 3-0 Washington Courthouse. Real quickly, giving you a recap. First score came at the 15-13 mark by Jordan Gray. Then less than a minute later at the 14-21 mark is McQuilla with a goal, made it 2-0. And then senior Allie Chambers with a goal at 11:06, and that made the score 3-0. Ellers down at the other end has not had to do too much work as far as shots on goal. I have her with only one shot on goal and one save. Meanwhile, Washington Courthouse has made a total of 8 shots on goal. Kibblewhite has got 5 saves, but has given up 3 goals. This from Kirk's Furniture, then second half play-by-play coming up. We'll be back in about 2.5 minutes right here on WCHC.
With fruit and vegetables coming out of the garden, now's the time to come to Kirk's Furniture for your next General Electric major appliances. We have a complete full line of refrigerators, side-by-sides, bottom freezers, or the French door models, chest freezers or upright freezers available in all sizes. Stop by this week and see our complete selection of General Electric products. That's at Kirk's Furniture in New Holland, your independent General Electric dealer since 1935. Free delivery and setup in our trading area. We service what we sell.
M&M Fasteners has been supplying quality fasteners across the United States since 1996. M&M supplies our customers with all types of fasteners from standard nuts and bolts to specials per your prints. M&M Fasteners is a complete fastener importer and distributor that can custom tailor our services to meet your customer needs. Whether it's 1 part or 1,000 parts to be customized for a special job, M&M can thread, turn, mill, drill, and weld parts to meet your specifications. For details, call us at 740-335-1641 or see us at our website at mmfast.com.
Epiphana McDonald's of Fayette County in Jamestown has openings for individuals looking to grow with one of the top companies in the world. Epiphana McDonald's now has available crew positions at our Jeffersonville location starting at $16 per hour. If you're looking for management opportunities, positions are available starting at $18 per hour. Benefits include school tuition assistance, free meals and uniform, paid training. Check out our McDonald's of Fayette County, Ohio Facebook page. And kicking it out of bounds is Katie Merritt. So she's one of the captains for the team, one of the 3. Of course, all the seniors, Merritt, McCain, and Chambers. And that's at least twice now that Yellow Springs tries to get something going, and she alertly kicks the ball out of bounds so the teammates can set up. Oh, nice knockdown there by Ellers, who's now playing in the field, and knocks it out once again. Courthouse, as Yellow Springs is trying to get something going, but unfortunately comes off their foot, so McCain will get ready to kick the ball. As we begin the first 2 minutes of this second half. Chambers coming from behind, trying to get the steal with Smith. Ball's batted around, and it looks like Courthouse has got it right at midfield. They're trying to go between 3 or 4 players at the same time, and the Bulldogs get the steal, that being Autumn Sorensen. Now coming back toward us and goes out of bounds. Sorensen, number 15 for their team, leads the squad with 8 goals this year, 7 apiece for number 9, Herzog, and number 3, Buster. Sparks, number 6, has got 6. So there's 13, 20, there's 28 of your 35 goals right there for the team. Tonight, how many goals they have, David? No, nada. The other team. Yeah.
I heard the wrong thing.
I'm sorry. I tried to throw David off, and I worked. He said, well, they got 3. No, David. Courthouse got 3. Yellow Springs got nothing. David's trying to keep us on the air right now. There's the throw in. Smith again. Oh, good save by McCain. We'll give her credit for that one. On the shot on goal. Coming down. And Chambers, little defense there. Smith again. Aggressive play. Left side. Setting it up. Here's a shot. Whoa, just misses. Go to the left side, or the right, I guess, looking for my press box. Down. Went to the right, hit the post, and went out of bounds. So a shot on goal there. Hang in there, buddy. 36 minutes to go. So McCain will kick it out from her goalie position. And let's see if we can set up the offense for the Blue Lions. Nope. Yellow Springs says that ain't going to happen. And now the ball goes way back here. McCain way over to the left side, able to get the free ball, staying in the square area. Sets, little pooch kick, and trying to get it over the heads of Yellow Springs. And now here comes Washington Courthouse. McQuillan over to Ellers. Ellers, nice move there. A little stop and go. Ellers again. Now over to McQuilla. Under some pressure by Capaccio. Now back to McQuilla. Now the Chambers. Chambers on the drive. Stops. Shot. 5-footer. Good knockdown. Can he get the deflection? And Megat Jones got the deflection off the block, but could not score off of it. So good save there by Yellow Springs down at the other end. So again, the Blue Lions continuing that pressure offense. You know, you keep shooting enough times, the percentage has got to go your way. You got to start making something. At least that's what they taught me in school. Meanwhile, if you're Yellow Springs, you would just like to get a chance to get some shots on goal. They have really been shut down tonight. We'll see what the official stats have after the game. Now with the ball will be Kalman. Tarina under some pressure. Stolen by Yellow Springs, that being Buster, down to the Courthouse side of the field. Chambers comes all the way up, now gets the ball. Now here comes Courthouse. Ellers to Chambers on the right side. Allie is about 20 yards out. Started to maybe work down that right side, and unfortunately the ball comes up and is stolen and kicked out and goes out of bounds. So the ball's going to be kicked in. And they're taken by Yellow Springs. Now Chambers gets it right back. Gets it over to the right side. And it will go out of bounds. Courthouse said, we'll try it again. Chambers. Kalman. Chambers. Allie. Nice little move there. Yellow Springs says, we'll just kick it out again. We got about a minute here, then we're going to take another break, so stay with us. Meanwhile, down at the other end comes the Blue Lions on the attack. Ball stolen. Now Courthouse gets it right back. And Ellers was getting ready to kick it, and it's taken by Yellow Springs. Got a little collision. Nothing called. They let him go. Scott got knocked down. And they go all the way here now to the Blue Lions side. Now here comes Courthouse on the attack. Merritt. Ball's partially taken away from Scott. Comes all the way down. McCain makes the save. And she will once again try to set up the offense for her team. And again, Smith for Yellow Springs with the ball. Here comes the setup. Kick over to the right side with the ball. And off the foot, it was Herzog. And she will try to get it, and it's kicked, and it's going to go out of bounds. We'll be back after this 30-second break at the 32-minute mark here on WCHC.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
Back here, and a shot from Yellow Springs goes wide right. And while we were away, they had yet another shot, but it went wide left. So now if you're Yellow Springs, okay, we went right, we went left. Now if we can just get it in the middle, maybe we can get a goal. We'll see. Still 3-0. We're at the 30-45 mark here in the game. 3-0. Blue Lions leading. Scott. Let's check it. That's Lauren Joseph, number 10. Joseph's got it now. Leads. Now to Merritt. Now to Chambers. Little pooch kick. Gets over the head of Grant. Battle for it. Chambers stands off to the side and gets it. Does a 180-degree spin. Gets it right back. Joseph under pressure. Merritt. Joseph. Now over to Ehlers. Ehlers to the right side. Goes out of bounds. And it will be Yellow Springs ball. So in case you're just tuning in, Courthouse got 3 goals within about 4 minutes in the first half of play, and that's why they're up 3-0. And defensively, they have done a fantastic job. I've got Yellow Springs unofficially with only 3 shots on goals in this contest. Down to the left side, and that's Kaylee Scott, number 15. And she will, well, it's off Yellow Springs. So it'll be the Lady Lions ball thrown in. And now they go to, looks like McQuillan, left side. Now sets up Chambers. Chambers right in front of the goal. Shoots a shot, partially deflected. And picking it up will be Courthouse Cowman. Now here comes Yellow Springs out of the jam, and they put some pressure on. Nice save by Chambers. The ball was going out of bounds, and she kicked it with her back right foot to keep the ball in play. And then coming up, and a nice block there by Ehlers as Courthouse remains aggressive on the offensive end. Ball's now down to Gray, who's already got a goal tonight. She looks to the right now. Little try to lead pass to Scott. Ball's knocked loose. Gray gets it back. Triple team. Somebody's got to be open. Now gets it over to Lotz. Allison kicks the ball, partially blocked. And coming down here in the corner is the Blue Lions. And goes out of bounds. So Courthouse will set up on D. Waiting for the official that we've not seen all night. He's the unseen ump. Now we got a whistle. Is there a change? Discussion being going on. I think there might be a substitution going on. We're at the 27-plus minute mark. Clock continues to roll in a 3-0 Lady Lion lead. Friday night, Greenfield at Miami Trace football. Next week, Miami Trace, Waverly, volleyball, sectional finals. And then a week from Friday, Courthouse and Trace down at Gardner Park. So we still got at least 4 more regular season broadcasts of fall sports here on WCHC. High kick. Good timing by McCain. The shot on goal. And another save. Got that unofficially now as the 4th shot on goal for Yellow Springs tonight. Unless you make every single one, shooting it 4 times on goal is not going to get the job done for you, especially if you're already down 3-zip. Yellow Springs quickly down. Ball's partially deflected. Picking it up will be Autumn Sorensen. Now back to Lewis. Now to the left side. She tried to jig. She went jag. Ball's picked up. Washington Courthouse. Merritt gets it. Now it's kicked. There's the ball, and it's wide left by Yellow Springs. Trying to pick up her 7th goal of the season was senior Haley Sparks, but it goes wide. Jordan with the kick again. Just over the head of Chambers. Backing up the play, though, was, I believe it was Ellers. Ball's knocked out of bounds. And sophomore Lauren Joseph will toss it in. And coming in and partially blocking it is Alicia Cowan, a junior. And it goes off her body and goes on out of bounds. So when Jordan kicks the ball, we'll be at just about the 25-minute mark left in the game, and a 3-zip lead by the Lady Lions. Trying to hold on and pick up win number 3 of the season, which would be their most wins in quite a while, to say the least. But also it's building that foundation for next year. Pressure being played on the left side. Ruggles, who's back in the game, down the sideline. Hustling, trying to get to it, was Ellers. She's in a little foot race battle there. Yellow Springs tries to get it. Gray gets rid of it. Quillen. Now to Chambers. Nice stop. A little short kick. Right side. Kalman tried to get a give and go. Yellow Springs, though, stepped right in front of it. And coming up is Kibblewhite, for Yellow Springs to stop the attack by the Lady Lions. Downfield, I should say. This is a long one. And good play there by Merritt. She got her right foot on it and forced it long enough that Jones, or I should say Smith from Yellow Spring, couldn't get to it. And it goes on out of bounds. They said it came off the Yellow Springs player. So when she kicked the ball, Smith did get to it, but her toe touched it before it went out of bounds. So that's why the Lady Lions have it. Kicks it to the right wing. Joseph downfield. Ball batted around. Now comes back to Yellow Springs. Good defense there by Kalman. Now here comes Courthouse. Jones gets it over to the left side and trying to save it. It stays in, but Yellow Springs will pick it up. Now Jones, good battle there. Kaylee Smith from Courthouse as well, and setting up a good defensive wall. And it's enough that McCain's able to come up and get it in front of the goal. About 22 and a half minutes left in the game. Again, back field, and just barely and saving it, working the tightrope there, was Cowan of Yellow Springs. Now Joseph comes up, and a good play there by Merritt out of the corner of her eye. She saw Lewis coming on strong, so she kicked it off of her. It goes out of bounds, and McCain, from the goalie position, will be able to come out at the exactly 22-minute mark and kick the ball and try to set up the offense for the Lady Lions. Kalman tries to lead Jones. Ball's deflected. Merritt downfield to Snyder. Another block by the Lady Bulldogs. Joseph's got it and kicks it over by the stands. So that's going to take a long roll. Well, they quickly have another ball in play. I was going to call for a break, but we didn't have enough time there, did we? All right, with the ball now is Kalman. So working down that right sideline. We'll take a break in about 60 seconds. Just to hear more from our community supporters. That's one thing with the soccer. It's continuous. So you try to get the breaks in when you can. David said one of these days maybe we can get fancy and have a split screen. Of course, that means I probably have to sell more, right? All right, let's see what this exchange here does, then we'll take a break. Coming in, throwing it in will be Horton. Ball gets away and putting some pressure on. Lewis gets it back and tries a little fancy footwork, and Yellow Springs will keep it. And it looks like a corner shot. So let's see what happens after the corner shot, then we'll take the break. So again, corner shot, right side. Smith for Yellow Springs. Her teammates get set up. Blue line set up on defense. Kind of got a little wall to the right side of the goal that's up. Good hit using the hip there by Ruggles. That was a beautiful defensive play. Yellow Springs comes to the right side and coming up, McQuella with the save. And she tries to come down, then it's getting right back. And here comes Yellow Springs once again on the offense. And it goes out of bounds. We'll take a break. 1941. It's 3-0 Courthouse leads here on WCHC.
It's Vanessa Summers, and when my father opened Summers Funeral Home in 1991, my family promised that in the time of need, we would offer thoughtful, caring, and respectful services to those left behind in dealing with the pain and decision-making. Now, 30 years later, we still make it our commitment to you to treat everyone with the utmost professional care that we can provide. In your time of need, please remember we are here for you. Summers Funeral Home at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 43160, and please call us at 740-335-6078.
Defense for the Blue Lions keep Yellow Springs from scoring, and now here comes Smith, left side shot up. It's over the goal. So, Yellow Springs just simply cannot get anything going for themselves offensively in this contest tonight. You look at their team, as we mentioned, they were 7-7 coming in. They lost to Stivers 5-1, then beat Trotwood Madison 7-0, Belmore 3-0, then lost 0-6 to Stivers. Then they went on a two-game winning streak over Ponitz and West Carrollton, lost 7-0 to Legacy Christian. And then to Springfield Central Catholic 0-5, New Lebanon-Dixie 0-1, then beat Trotwood again 8-0, Miami Valley 8-0, Ponce again 4-1. But they come into this game, they had gave up 19 goals in their last two games. They lost to Dayton Christian last Thursday 10-0 in a league game, and then lost to Newton Local last Saturday 9-0. So they've given up 19 goals in their last two games. You add the three here, they've given up 22 goals now in the last 2.5 games. So they, too, are having struggles getting in the score column. Here they come now, down to this end again. On the right side, pressure being applied. Smith, safe kick there by Burns. Gets it now to Chambers. Stops midfield. Stop and go. Comes again. Now leads Kalman over to the right side in the wing. Oh, a little bump there by Buster. Coming out trying to help her is Chambers, and she's down on the ground. We're going to have a trip here or what? Waiting for the officials to call something. Well, they're going to give the ball to Yellow Springs. She'll get a free kick. So it looks like they're going to call it against Washington Courthouse. So the clock continues to run. 16:40 left in the game. Good block there by Ruggles. Now coming up with it will be Blue Lions. Left side. Gray. Looks like McQuillan. Pressure applied. Blocked by Capaccio. Now shot from Chambers. Top, and it's a little short. And save there by Kibblewhite. So she now has unofficially 7 saves, but she's given up 3 goals. Quickly down to this end for Yellow Springs. Shot, good save by McCain. Beautiful play there. 4th shot, and McCain actually having to come up with a nice save there, coming to the right. Cradle that boy like that was her. Oh, they swapped the goalie. Okay. And I'll have to find out who that is for us. Huh? Ehlers is back in at goalie. Okay. Apologize for that. Thought it was McCain. So it's Ehlers that got the save. So we'll give it to Ehlers. The goalies put on the yellow uniforms so they hide their number. But good catch by Dave Woolever, knowing that the goalies had been changed. These props, man. That's why you need a good assistant to help you out. I appreciate that. Well, David said 5 minutes ago they changed and they didn't. What's wrong with you, David? 14 and a half left as the sky is starting to turn a little dark here on this Wednesday night as we're getting close to the 7 o'clock hour. Oh, whiff there by Sparks. And it goes out of bounds. The Metro Buckeye Conference has 6 teams, but only 4 of the teams have a girls soccer team. Miami Valley and Emmanuel Christian did not field a girls soccer, so they only play like 4 league games and they play each other once, which makes absolutely no sense whatever. Why don't you play round robin? But anyway, that's the way it's set up. So the Bulldogs are 1-2 in their league, but 7-7 overall. Of course, they're allowed to play 16 regular season games. I did a little research on that today. At least that's what the regulations say. And then, of course, you play tournament. Of course, regular season, you don't go. You just have ties if it ends up tied. It's tournaments when you go for the tiebreaker. Shot coming up from the left side. Oh, good block there. Nice play there by Ruggles. Got her foot on it. Shot again by Smith. And again, coming up, Ehlers with the save. So unofficially, Yellow Springs with 11 shots on goal and 6 saves, 4 by Ehlers and 2 by McCain so far. We're under 13 minutes left in the contest. It stays 3-0 Blue Lions. Again, Gray scored at the 15:13 mark, McQuillan at the 14:21 mark, and then Chambers at the 11:06 mark, all in the first half of play. Your second half, you're just trying to maintain, baby. Just trying to maintain. Just don't give them anything cheap. Courthouse is doing that right now. You look at the Blue Lions. They opened up the season with a loss at London 3-1, and then Wilmington blew them out 11-2 here on a Saturday morning. Then, of course, the 13-0 thumping of Madison Plains, in which Allen Chambers tied a school record with 6 goals. Then they lost to Chillicothe. Jackson tied Waverly, then beat Westfall. At that time, they were 2-3-1. Everybody's like, whoa, what's going on here? But unfortunately, they got on a 9-game losing streak. They lost to McLean, 4-1, 3-0 to Hillsboro, 1-0 here against Miami Trace. That had been a good game to broadcast, but unfortunately, illness kept us from doing that. Then they went to Chillicothe and got blown out again, 11-0. About that time, Chillicothe, I think got state ranked in the state. I think they were 20th at that one time then, as they were kind of blowing everybody out. Then they lost to Jackson, then McLean, then Hillsboro, then lost 2-0 to Trace out of Trace last week, and then Logan Elm on Monday. So if you look at their 13 losses, there's 1, let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 13 losses have been 3 goals or less. That means you're getting close. But you got to find some offense. And again, they've been shut out, including the tie, in 9 games, including 8 of the last 9 losses. 7 of the last 9 losses. They scored a goal against McLean and then scored a goal against Hillsboro. So they kind of broke out a slump tonight, wouldn't you say, with a 3-0? Are they going to go for 4? They're on the offense, coming down, far in. Ball's knocked loose. Gray backing up, comes to the left wing. Under some pressure, coming up and getting the steal was Yellow Springs. That being Mackenzie Horton goes out of bounds, and a quick substitution for the Blue Lions. We'll take another break here in about 1 minute as we'll be heading to the last portion of this contest. Substitutions coming in. Evie Wiseman, number 9, a freshman, will be entering. And I knew there was another one. I'll catch her in just a minute. Ball batted around. And it goes out of bounds. We'll take a quick break. 9 minutes left in the game. Stay with us. Back in 30, 3-0. Courthouse leads here on Girls Soccer and WCHC.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice and auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
Well, we're just a little over 8 minutes left in the game. Blue Lions holding on to that 3-0 lead that they have had. If they don't score again, that means they have held the 3-0 lead for the last 50-plus minutes of the contest, which is pretty good. Again, staying a little aggressive. More substitutions as Coach Eller is just getting everybody some playing time here in the regular season finale. On the road next week down at number 2 seed Marietta. Courthouse, we got Burns kicks it out of bounds. Yellow Springs will have the ball on the Blue Line side side of the field. With 7:20 left in the game. It's in. Off of Burns. Wiseman. Ball batted around. Chambers saves it. Now they come down to the right side. Yellow Springs has it. There's the throw. There's Chambers. Tries to throw it down, a header by Courthouse, and goes out of bounds. So Washington Courthouse will take it out at the right sideline. All right. So we will have a break after the game, and then we'll go into the post-game show. Meanwhile, Yellow Springs takes the ball out at midfield with 6:20 left in the game, down 0-3. And if they cannot pull this one out, they will finish the season with a 3-game losing streak. And it would be the second time this season that they've lost 3 in a row. But it would snap the Blue Lions' losing streak, which, if you're a Blue Lion fan, is what you like to hear. Down the left sideline, goes back to Yellow Springs. Now coming up, getting the ball back is McCain, who was goalie there for about half of the second half. Ball batted around. I believe that's Wiseman. Evie shot right side, partially deflected. Coming up, that may be Kibblewhite. I believe she's still in the game at goalie. 5.5 left in the game. Comes down to the Courthouse side. Good kick back by Merritt. Now to Chambers, one of 3 seniors playing her last home game. Oh, coming up and making a nice steal there was Yellow Springs. Backing up the play was Smith of Courthouse. Saves it on that sideline. Let's see if Courthouse can set something up here. They go to Chambers. Alley, left side of the goal. Partially blocked. Ball all the way back out here by midfield. Now stolen again by Washington Courthouse. This time again, it is Burns. Now over to Blue Lions. I believe that's Merritt working the sideline. Backside coming up, making the save was Kibblewhite. As we're 4.5 minutes away from the conclusion of this game. Now here comes Yellow Springs trying to avoid a shutout. Ball's batted around, and again, it's Courthouse. And it's then knocked down. And here in the backfield, and it looks like it's going to be Blue Lions have the ball stolen by Joseph had it stolen. Now battle going on between Yellow Springs and the Blue Lions. Kick blocked by Herzog, got it up, and it was blocked by the Lady Lions. So we're under the 4-minute mark. Three and a half left in the game. 3-0 Blue Lions. We will be talking to Coach Ellers after the contest and also name a star of the game, so stay tuned for that. And we've been hearing that wind howling all night long. We could just hold off another 30 minutes till we all get back home. Be fine with us, wouldn't it? Start snowing. Hey, be quiet now. Don't start talking about that snow. That's a bad 4-letter word, buddy. This is October. Well, pumpkin show's next week, so who knows? Coming down. Good stop and go there by Merritt, I believe it was. Now it goes over to Scott. And we got a whistle. And maybe a violation. I think it's offsides. Anyway, it goes to Yellow Springs on the free kick. As the clock continues to roll. We're down to almost 2 minutes left in this contest. Courthouse trying to make some changes. A couple of girls heading to the sideline. And then they're back, coming back in. I think he's taking the seniors out, I believe. That, of course, would be Kaylee Merritt, number 8, number 13, Allison Chambers, and number 14, Jordan McCain. Ball's in, ball's deflected, and Burns, and it's kicked out. Wiseman will hand it to Yellow Springs. 1:50 left in the contest. Yep, got more substitutions. Now I think they're taking the seniors out. Well, no, they got Chambers back in there, didn't they? So I'm not sure what the coach is doing. I'll have to ask him. Meanwhile, ball's kicked out of bounds. We're down to under 90 seconds left in this contest. And Washington Courthouse will chalk up win number 3. We'll have to do a little research, but this has got to be the most wins they've had in probably half a dozen, maybe a little bit longer years. I think when Chris Chambers was the coach, I think they won maybe 1 or 2 games. I don't think they've won any in the last 2 years. Last year they won 1 game. So, and right now we're under the final minute. Chambers got it. She's on the go. Partially blocked by Capaccio. Now getting it right back will be McCain. As he's got the seniors back in there, letting them enjoy that final moments of this win. They haven't had too many in their playing career, so this one's going to be really sweet. Down to the left side. Pressure being applied. Final seconds ticking off. We're down under 25. And Courthouse is just not giving up. I'm telling you, McCain, she's down there. She says, "You're not getting by me." And she keeps the ball alive. And now coming to the right side, shot up, partially deflected. And that is going to end the contest. We look at the officials. He's waving it off, and that's it. And Washington Courthouse, if you look at the records, you'd have to say 7-7 Yellow Springs. It would be considered an upset. But the main thing is, for the 3 seniors and for the Blue Line fans who've suffered through a long season, a W is a W is a W. I said that 3 times because they have 3 W's. 3-0. Courthouse with the win. Congratulations. And we'll Yellers and also name the star of the game in just a few minutes. So stay with us right here on WCHC. Wondering what comes next after high school? At Laurel Oaks Career Campus, you can forge a successful career path. Start as a junior and graduate with opportunities in dental assistance, education, construction, healthcare, exercise science, and more. Earn a career certification and college credit. What comes next is up to you. Open up a world of possibilities and discover your greatness. Go to greatoaks.com to find out more. That's greatoaks.com.
A new way to healthcare is here. ProMedica Home Health, formerly Heartland Hospice, works on enriching lives one patient at a time. With office locations at 208 North Fayette Street, Washington Courthouse, and in Circleville, ProMedica provides care wherever our patients call home. Our services serve a 7-county Central Ohio area. As a local home health and hospice provider, ProMedica is ready to offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service for your healthcare needs. Contact them at 866-498-6456. That's 866-498-6456. ProMedica Home Health, Washington Courthouse and Circleville.
Gotten the COVID vaccine.
So have I.
I have too.
The sooner we're all vaccinated,
The sooner we can get back to normal. I'm looking forward to going to live concerts,
sports events,
Graduation.
going out with friends.
it's not about me.
It's not about me.
It's about protecting the people I care about.
To protect my community, I just want to do my part.
Even though I'm young and healthy,
I know it's the right thing to do.
Take your shot. Protect your family and your friends.
Don't hesitate. Vaccinate.
Now time for the Epifano post-game program.
featuring coaches' comments and the player of the game announcement. This program is presented by your Epifano McDonald's restaurants, 3 locations in Fayette County and Jamestown.
We're back here with the post-game programs presented, of course, by your Epifano McDonald's restaurant. With 3 convenient locations for you. And there's the other official that I never saw all night. There was 2 officials, weren't there? Well, anyway, final score, Washington Courthouse getting their 3rd win of the season. Really in convincing style, 3-0. Played outstanding both on offense and defense. In case you missed it, the scoring went something like this. 15-13 mark, Jordan Gray from the Blue Lions scored. And then less than a minute later at the 14-21 point, the Blue Lions scored yet again. This time it was by Kathleen McQuillan. And then the final goal came at 11:06, or about 3 minutes and 15 seconds later, when senior Allie Chambers scored. I believe it was her 8th goal of the year. And the final score, 3-0, Washington Courthouse. Outstanding work in the goalpost tonight by both Ellers and also by McCain. I had Yellow Springs, and again, these are unofficial. I had them finally getting a total of 11 shots on goal, and I may have stretched that one a little bit, to be honest with you. But 11 shots on goal. No, I take it back. They had 4 shots on goal. Courthouse was the one that had 11 shots on goal. We'll get it straight. So Courthouse with 11 shots on goal made 3. Yellow Springs had 4 shots on goal, and Ellers had 2. McCain had 1. So, again, outstanding job there tonight. Just simply took Yellow Springs totally out of their offense. They couldn't really get anything going. As we mentioned before, Yellow Springs comes into the contest. They had scored 35 goals this season, but they had been shut out 19-0 in the last 2 games and was really struggling to get anything going. They had given up only 44 goals, so it's not like they're like Washington Courthouse. They had maybe 2 or 3 games where they got blown out by double figures or something like that, and then they turn around and they would win some games. But not able to pull it off tonight. So Washington Courthouse with the win. Again, that snaps, I believe, a 9-game losing streak that started back on September the 15th. Here it is, September 12th. So almost 30 days later, they snapped that streak, and now we'll be able to go into tournament play with a little Mo their way. We'll keep it here just briefly. We won't take it too long. Again, we hope that Coach Ellers comes up. But I know that after the game sometimes he gets busy and things like that. While we're waiting, real quickly, just to let you know the soccer rankings for the boys. St. Ignatius is number 1, Division I. Centerville's number 2. The reason to mention this is because we do have some area teams that are state ranked. Division II, Richfield Rivera is 1, Bay Village Bay is number 2, and Bexley is tied for 3rd. Athens is 16th. Meanwhile, in Division III, Hudson Western Reserve is 1, Youngstown Mooney's 2, Legacy Christian, who plays in the same league as Yellow Springs, but it's on the boys' side, is ranked 3rd in the state. The girls are not ranked. Yellow Springs boys are they're ranked 7th, so they got a good soccer program there for the boys. Grandview Heights is 8th, Wheelersburg's 19th. Girls soccer, Division I, Milford's 1, Strongsville number 2. Meanwhile, for the Division II, Copley's 1, Waynesville 2, Bloom Carroll's tied for 6th, Fairfield Union's 17th, and in Division III, it will be Cincinnati Country Day, followed by Akron Manchester. West Liberty Salem from the Ohio Heritage Conference, one of 2 teams ranked very high. They're 9th in the state, while Fairbanks is ranked 11th. And Grandview Heights boys, who are ranked 8th in Division III, well, their girls are ranked 16th in Division III. So that's cool, having both their boys and girls program state ranked. All right, we're going to take a break. And then we're going to go ahead and do our start of the game. Coach Eller's heads over here in the next 2 or 3 minutes. I'll get him. If not, we're going to wrap it up. So stay with us right here on WCHC. All right, we're back here for our post-game program, and Coach Ehlers is heading this way, so we'll wait for him. He said he would come up, so we'll give him a moment to come up the steps. He's a much younger fellow than I, so he can move up those steps a lot quicker than I can. Of course, you've got a teenager, so, you know, those years will start to catch up with you, my friend. Let me tell you.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
For sure, yeah.
Well, first of all, Brendan, congratulations. That was – we have not had a chance to see the team, maybe on and off reports and stuff, but definitely you got to be pleased the way you guys played tonight.
Oh, for sure. They came out, played as a team. You know, these are moments that we've seen all season long. They just got to believe in themselves, and they got to come out and implement it in the game. We've had a lot of good games where we've been close, we've been competitive, playing the full 80 minutes. Tonight we played the full 80 minutes and we got the good result.
Well, I'm going to say, I look at your record, you lost 13 games, but at least half of them been by 2 goals or less.
Yeah.
I mean, for crying out loud, that if any person looks at the score, says they are so close.
We are right there. I've been telling the team all year, we're right there, ready to turn the corner. You know, just keep trusting the process. You know, the process will eventually go in favor of us, and, you know, we'll be where we want to be. The girls, you know, they come out every day. They work hard. You know, this season I think is the smallest goal differential in the last, 6 or 7 seasons.
I was going to say, I believe it. When's the last time they had more than 3 wins in a season?
2015-16 was the last time that they had more
16.
than.
Okay.
Yep, the last time they had more than 2 wins.
More than 2 wins.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So
well, you keep this up, they may end up getting you Coach of the Year in the FAC, buddy.
We're still a long ways from that.
I say Chillicothe's kind of got nailed down for the next several years. They got like a factory down there. That brings up the question. You got a Jackson, you got a Miami Trace, you got a Chillicothe. It's very, very heavy. Greenfield's had on and off success. Hillsborough, same. So obviously, Courthouse seems like it's always behind. But now that the kids have had a chance to play them and play them a little bit closer this year, that's got to give them some confidence going into the next season because, senior graduations, the other teams, etc. It's got to make them, during the offseason, get a little more belief system in themselves.
Yeah, and that's what we were kind of looking for. This being my first year, we came out, we set some goals as a team and, set some values as a team and things that we wanted to play for. And we knew wins were still going to be hard. We're a young team. Out of, a roster of 20, 10 of those are freshmen. We only have 3 seniors and 2 juniors. So you do the math there. Yeah. We're a very young team. So I told them to come out early in the preseason, just work hard every day, trust the process, and looking forward, to next season and this coming off season. If we continue to put the work in, definitely you can see the girls starting to buy in already.
Well, of course. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
With that little bit of success that we've had this year, just got to keep it up, keep the numbers up. Our junior high team, our numbers are good there. So it's about building a program instead of just a team. Like I came in and that was one of the things that I told Coach or Mr. Phipps. He was a coach back when I was in school.
Uh-huh.
But I told him, I said, I don't want to just come in and build a team. I want to build a program. And it takes everybody. The girls standing on the sidelines that don't get all those minutes that the starters do. It takes every single one of us to build the program. And I think we're finally starting to see the results of that and the buy-in. So,
well, Brandon, you're one of those guys that's now coaching, and I've coached you. I've broadcast you when you played at Courthouse. Now I'm coaching one of your kids, so you're in among the 200 or 300 people that I've had. So I'm starting to feel a little bit old. Mrs. Gibbs says I'm experienced, so I'll take that word over old anytime. But when you look back over the Blue Line program, why is it that soccer seems have just, for some reason, just hasn't clicked here? And I'm not trying to be vicious or anything, but it just, everybody, there's been so many coaches and so many athletes have tried and stuff, but just for some reason it's not clicked.
Well, it starts, we have a decent rec program out at the YMCA. David Bender does a great job with the Fayette County Youth Soccer Association. And but really when it comes down to it, you start looking at other communities around us. And, they play in say soccer and some of the leagues that aren't co-ed. So a lot of the girls and boys programs coming up through, they're starting from the second and third grade playing all the way up through the system together. So by the time you become a high school player, you've got that team unity already there because you've spent years already building it. Whereas we play a co-ed or rec programs, I'm not saying that is exactly what's going on. But I think Fayette County soccer, if you look at Miami Trace this year, they had some good wins. You look at my Blue Lions here, we had some good wins. We were in every game. I think Fayette County soccer is on the up and coming. Both teams are young, but I think it starts at the younger levels. We got to get the kids here in Fayette County involved in soccer at a younger age and keep them involved in it. It's got to be fun at the younger age, and I think sometimes that fun gets put out of it by the time they get to high school, and then we don't have anybody.
All right, well, Allie Chambers is going to be our McDonald's star of the game. We're going to have her, and we'll have you in November come up to McDonald's, and we'll talk more about your three seniors. I'm going to wait on that.
Okay.
But, she did a great job, as all your seniors did tonight, and I know that they got to be tickled pink, if nothing else, to say, hey, at least on our own home field, that last home game we got to win, and that's important.
Yep, they got their win. They've got 3 wins. It's the most that group has ever won. 3 wins and a tie. So
yeah.
So you can't throw out that tie either. So I'm real proud of that group, and I look forward to seeing the good things that those young ladies go out and do, and I'm sure we'll get in more in depth when
we talk to you at McDonald's.
Yeah.
I haven't got a date yet, but we'll let everybody know. But I think we're going to do all the stars in one day. So we'll definitely have you come up, and we'll talk about Allie as well as the other 2 seniors. Well,
congratulations. We're glad we at least got the game in.
Yes.
We got the game on.
It was questionable there for a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Dave was trying to keep his fingers up in the air, make sure the wind was blowing right so we could stay on the air and everything else. But we're glad we was able to get it on, and always nice to have a win to talk about as well.
Yes, it's
so,
a good way to end regular season going into tournament. So.
All right, buddy. Well, good luck against Marietta.
All right, thank you.
Good reward, right? You got to
Yeah.
play Marietta. But, anyway.
Yep. We're going to go give it to them.
That's right. Thanks.
All right, thank
Appreciate
you.
it, Brennan.
Yep, thank
we'll be
you.
talking again, Brennan, in November with the Star of the Game program. Appreciate him joining us here on our post-game program, as we already alluded to. Allie Chambers is our Epifana McDonald Star of the Game. She scored one of the 3 goals tonight, along with McQuillan and also Gray, so congratulations. And again, Courthouse wins 3-0. Don't forget to join us Friday night out of Miami Trace where they play host to Greenfield McLean for football action. Until then, once again, final score, girls soccer, Washington Courthouse 3, Yellow Springs 0. For Dave Woolever, I'm Randy Young. Good night, everyone. Thanks for joining us.